right, here's the coral bells, what landscapers call their secret weapon, because you get color, texture, real standout beauty in the shade. A place where typically you get green and green, or maybe some dirt. So we're gonna bring 3 of these to you for 3 easy payments of $10.67. If you love coral bells the way I do, you know that this is an outrageously great price because coral bells can be more expensive. We're also gonna ship them to you for free, and Derek is here with us.
Yes.
They're so easy to grow.
In rich color, like you were saying, in full shade. Now, I love these because my house has a lot of shady areas under trees, against my north-facing wall. But unless you want just brown or some green, if you want like luscious color, sometimes year-round, depending on where you live, these might never die back. That's what's so fun about these. And like you said, typically these are very expensive. Actually, what we have here, Sandra, these are all patented varieties. That means they usually run for multiple dollar signs, but what we've got here is a great collection.
All right, get in here, because you've got to see this. The color that you're getting. These are all live plants. Look at first of all, this
is called the mulberry.
Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that color.
Yes, and yeah, each underside has a different color than the top side. So I love this almost black, but then look at this Merlot wine underneath. Look how wonderful that is.
Every time I look for coral bells outside of Roberta's, and I'll go onto like the online sites and stuff, oh my gosh, they want an arm and a leg for them. and it's not free shipping.
Like you could go out to dinner for one.
Yeah.
One plant.
And I trust Roberta's too to give me beautiful. Look at that. Now, what's this color called?
So this is called the Coralberry. I love this for its dramatic veining. And actually, even though it looks more like a coral color, this inside becomes silvery almost in the sun, or part sun, or in the middle of the summer. So you got a lot going on here. Again, the focus is not flowers with these, it is foliage, but what's great about that is you have the foliage. It's the color. Yeah. Now here is the limeberry. It's this bright, electric. Now
it's going to glow in the shade.
It's going to glow.
Most shade plants, you know, are darker green. This will illuminate, and I love that you gave us these 3 colors together.
Yes, well, and I want to show you what they look like together because they actually look so amazing. So I have these dotted all over my property because on their own they look great, but really together, each one of these complements one another, and you're getting one of each. Now, I love these because for most of the country, these are going to be evergreen. That means they never die back. If you live where it gets crazy, crazy cold, like places where you probably shouldn't be living anyway, they may not be out in the winter time, but here is what you get. Why don't you take one of these?
Yeah, I'm happy to. These actually, though, this is a special hybrid that really will hold up to the heat and humidity too, right?
Yeah, I
and
love
I think,
that,
you know, I think about down south, and of course it gets hot, but in Pennsylvania, we had a scorching summer last year.
Yes,
and, you know, a lot of the coral bells would not have been able to stand up to that.
That is so true. Now, they are in the shade, but yeah, it still gets hot.
But true, it gets really hot. So these are going to do very well with heat and humidity.
Yes. Now, I want to mention what you're looking at in the garden, in containers. In containers, this is a very luxury, stately sort of look. Coral bells are typically only found at botanical gardens, places like Longwood, because they're so expensive.
They're so expensive normally.
True. And look under the tree, or here you go in mixed beds. Look how that lime pops right off the floor. But without that mulberry next to it, it's not as interesting. Now, I do love this with your other shady garden beds.
Like you can see with the hosta there,
yes.
Look how the coral bell
It really adds something.
Oh, wow.
They have this sort of maple leaf shape, which is also really unique.
They look great with coleuses. I noticed my technical director, Bill, said, because they kind of remind him of coleuses. I do need to let you know, lots of people are buying more than one set. I'm thrilled that you love these. They're brand new today. This will not last. We will only ship these to you when it's time for you to plant, so I know it's cold right now. But, you know, the best revenge for cold winter is a beautiful gardens. So
That is
plan
so
now.
true.
We'll ship them at the right time. This is why landscapers get them in mass.
Yes, and now you might be even thinking about fall. It kind of looks like fall time. What's fun about these is they kind of change colors from spring to summer to fall.
Oh, look how pretty.
And some of the coral become golden, and the mulberry kind of brightens in the summer and darkens in the fall time. And actually, I want my brother to come out. He has a hydrangea.
Oh, is this the
which is a
crush?
perfect pair, like wine and cheese in the garden.
Wine and cheese.
Oh
in the
my
garden.
God! Okay, this is under $30. All real flowers coming up next. This is under $30 or coming up soon. Are you next?
Yeah, I'm next.
Okay, coming up next, under $30 for the hydrangea. Look at them together. You're right.
It's such a good combo. They have the same kind of conditions that they like, a half
is
day of
awesome.
sun, shady-ish
Well,
areas.
and what's nice is the coral bells aren't very tall. They're maybe 8 inches, and then that next level behind them is
Perfect.
going to be the hydrangea.
Wait,
And
you
that's
just planted an entire shady bed.
yeah.
correct.
So
it's
easy.
perfect.
Yeah, I even like coral bells in areas where I have more sun, but like I have a big bed where there's more sun. Unfortunately, part of it though, I've got all these sun plants, but where the tree is, I've got one spot of shade.
That is so right.
You know, and so then what ends up happening is like, I don't want to stick a hosta there. But
just have
Like, or
mulch.
just mulch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've used coral bells where
It's
like where the
that
sun
is such a
plants,
great
like,
idea.
but that one spot that's only shade. And then it doesn't look
Yes.
like I took a break from planting there.
Very true. Now, these can be in full shade to part shade. They can handle winters down to -20 below. For most of us, these are going to be evergreen. They don't die back. Where I live in Indiana, they don't die back in the wintertime. Here in Pennsylvania, they don't die back in the wintertime. So you've actually got year-round color for almost everyone who's growing these. And like you mentioned, they are deer and pest resistant. They're disease resistant. These are long-lived. Now, if you own your own home and you're thinking about getting this collection, one set, this is what you're going to get the first year, but you've probably got a yard
You
with
need
a
more than
lot
one
of
set.
space. You're going to want more than
Well,
one
at this
set.
price, because what ends up happening is you're going to love these coral bells, then you're going to start looking for them and realizing, oh, Roberta's really did have a better price, and then we won't have them here anymore. So get them now, 3 easy payments of $10.67 plus we ship for free. Now, we've got the whiskey barrel coming up, but we also have